Take a look at this collar. I've been putting this collar on every day for the past 40 years. In the name of my brother priests, I want to say this collar is not a bullseye.
Strong words today from Pittsburgh Bishop David Zubik in response to some startling accusations that he had inappropriate contact with a former student. And this evening, a KDKA exclusive. The man making those accusations has been communicating with Katie investigator Marty Griffin for nearly 2 months.
Meanwhile, the man in charge of the investigation says the accusations have no merit. We have live team coverage tonight. Paul Martino will have more from authorities, but we begin with Marty Griffin, who has more from the man making those accusations.
Susan, he reached out to me in August. We decided not to pursue the allegations because we could not verify any of his claims. In a series of Facebook messages sent over a 6-week period, he said that he was molested by the bishop, claims the matter makes him sick, saying, quote, "I'm sorry, Marty, I know that my sickness scares you," end quote. In a message he sent to me a short time ago, he says he sticks by his claims. Bishop David Zubik took the podium today directly addressing the allegations.
For anybody to decide to do a false accusation to demean the priesthood is something that I will defend as I'm doing here now.
In a series of Facebook postings to me beginning in mid-August, the man referring to the bishop says a priest tried to give me a tongue kiss, saying my life has been screwed up since the priest. He says this whole thing is killing me, nightmares, depression, it's all crazy. He admits a criminal history, saying they charged me with public lewdness and indecent exposure. It's that criminal background that raised a red flag for the church. They could not allow the man to volunteer as a minister.
When he received the news, he was extremely angry and said to the pastor, "There's one more thing I have to do. I have to bring down somebody who's pretty high up."
The man says, I am not the pedophile here. He says, Marty, this whole thing makes me sick. I'm sorry, Marty. I know that my sickness scares you. He says, so in order to get my story out, I have to do what I got to do for me.
He said if there is an allegation that has even a semblance of truth, then you take your steps. Well, this allegation doesn't have a semblance of truth.
The man continues, I know that you can't help, and I understand the devil has pull in Pittsburgh, but you have to push the devil out of your life, Marty, and truly look to Jesus.
I'm concerned about him. I really am. I'm seriously concerned about him. He's a complex individual.
Meantime, the man tells me I am also told by the diocese that he's now in psychiatric counseling. The diocese will pay for 6 sessions of that counseling. If someone makes allegations that they were molested by a priest, they receive that counseling. I also heard from the man making those allegations in the last few minutes. He says that it's a really tough time right now for me and my family. I have nothing more to say at this time. Reporting live, Marty Griffin, KDKA TV News.